the arid expanse of the southwestern United States cradled the earliest settlements of the Navajo, a tribe whose roots stretch across what is now New Mexico, Utah, and Arizona. With a rich history of tribal warfare, Navajo warriors later joined American forces during World War II, earning renown as Navajo Code Talkers. Their native tongue, woven into encrypted radio messages, stamped Japanese code breakers across the Pacific Island campaigns. But beyond their wartime heroics, the Navajo preserve stories of the uncanny, tales of strange entities that prowl the untamed deserts and woodlands, legends that linger into the present. One such tale revolves around the eerie, or Skinwalker, a figure both feared and revered, believed to be a medicine man or woman who turned from healing to evil, consuming human flesh and gaining immortality. Only death in their animal form can end them, and their power extends to invading minds, conjuring visions and sounds to torment their prey. While these stories have been passed down through generations, modern accounts from U.S. servicemen training in remote areas echo similar dread, suggesting encounters with something otherworldly. In contemporary times, the Navajos' once deep superstition about skinwalkers has softened, though the caution remains. Elders once warned children that these beings could masquerade as ordinary people by day, only to transform at night into creatures with glowing eyes stalking with supernatural speed. One Arizona Navajo, Art Lee, shared a tale from a century ago, recorded by members of the Pima and Tongva tribes in a collection titled Chilling American Indian Stories. As his mother told him in the 1920s or 30s, a Navajo ranch hand working for a wealthy landowner near Tuba City, Arizona, sought leave to visit family in New Mexico. Riding through desert canyons and mesas, he paused to rest. Spotting an old coyote on a distant hill, he fired his rifle, watching it fall. But upon reaching the spot, he found not a coyote, but a young Navajo man, his upper half human, painted with tribal designs, his lower half a coyote's furred form. Horrified, the ranch hand dragged the body to a crevice and cast it over, fleeing on horseback through the night, crossing the Chusca Mountains to his relatives in Shiprock, New Mexico. They urged him to stay, fearing the Skinwalker's kin would seek retribution. This tale underscores the Navajo belief that such creatures thrive in the wild, a notion mirrored by servicemen's experiences on military bases built on similarly rugged lands. Military installations, often erected on desolate, undeveloped terrain, dense forests or sprawling deserts, are separated from the wilderness only by fences, sometimes topped with barbed wire. Yet these barriers rarely deter wildlife or, as some claim, entities with intent. The following accounts, shared at the smoke pit, come from servicemen who faced the inexplicable during field duties. One story, submitted by Stacy C. for her Uncle Bob R. to the Paranormal Scholar website, dates to 1985, a young Army private. Then, Bob patrolled a base in Arizona with a partner along the perimeter fence. Focused outward, they were startled by a noise behind them. Turning, they saw an old man in buckskin, his long silvery braids glowing under the moonlight, standing 30 feet away. In a restricted zone, he seemed harmless, possibly lost to Alzheimer's. Bob shouted for him to raise his hands, intending to escort him back. But as he turned to Radio HQ, static filled the line, and looked back, the man vanished, replaced by a massive rabbit. Moments later, a sound behind them revealed the old man again, now outside the 8 to 10 foot fence. Terrified, Bob and his partner fled, vowing silence. The base, likely Camp Navajo near Flagstaff, once the Navajo Army Depot, sits on land tied to Navajo history. hinting at a connection to their lore. Another tale emerges from Marine Corps Base, Camp Pendleton in Southern California, shared with Nick Orton's tales from the Grid Square Project. A Marine accustomed to desert wildlife, rabbits, coyotes, even mountain lions, recounts a 2023 exercise, Steel Night. His squad, dubbed Skinwalker Guns after this event, was on night watch when a new recruit reported eerie noises like the predator's clicks intensified. An older squad mate, recalling a childhood Skinwalker sighting, confirmed the sound. Using a thermal optic, the Marine spotted a deer-like figure standing on two legs, which darted past their position on all fours and vanished. Though deer can rear up, the behavior, paired with the noise and timing, left an indelible mark, shaping their squad's identity. A California National Guard soldier's 2021 account during the Dixie Fire adds to the mystery. Patrolling checkpoints, he and his lieutenant heard a woman scream near a wood line. Expecting a mountain lion, they advanced, weapons ready. When the lieutenant called out, his voice echoed back identically from the trees. Terrified, they retreated, suspecting a skinwalker, especially given the soldiers' Navajo heritage. Finally, an MP at Marine Corps Base Quantico shared a chilling night in November 2024. Roaming West Side's vast, forested training areas, he investigated his trail camera when he heard footsteps. Expecting a lost officer, he watched a deer outline bash its head against a tree, crushing its skull, then stand and speak. "I know you're there." Paralyzed, he fled, later finding blood and bone fragments. His Navajo grandfather warned him to stay silent, but the fear lingered. These stories, paired with Navajo traditions preserved by figures like Wally Brown, a Marine veteran and medicine man, highlight a cultural thread that weaves through time, connecting ancient beliefs with modern experiences. Wally, a respected elder whose family traces its Navajo lineage back over 5 centuries, shares his knowledge through his Navajo Traditional Teachings YouTube channel, where he reluctantly delves into the darker aspects of his heritage. With a voice steeped in both reverence and caution, he speaks of skinwalkers, demons, and the enigmatic Evil One, entities that have haunted Navajo oral histories for generations. During these discussions, Wally is often seen adorned with a Marine Corps medallion, a testament to his service in the 1960s, alongside traditional turquoise jewelry and a handmade walking stick, symbols that blend his military past with his tribal roots. His reluctance to explore these topics stems from their sacred and unsettling nature, yet his willingness to educate outsiders reflects a deep commitment to preserving his people's legacy. Wally's journey began as a young boy under the guidance of his grandfather, a medicine man who initiated him into Navajo ceremonies. Stationed stateside during his Marine tenure, Wally witnessed the toll of PTSD on his fellow soldiers, prompting him to integrate traditional healing practices, chants, prayers, and rituals into his efforts to support their recovery. This fusion of military discipline and Navajo spirituality has shaped his life's work, offering a unique perspective on the Skinwalker legend. In one video, he describes how these beings are believed to manipulate the natural world and human perception, a concept that resonates with the servicemen's accounts of voices and shifting forms. His channel, a treasure trove of cultural insight, also features teachings on Navajo ceremonies, the significance of sacred lands, and the importance of maintaining balance with the earth. Lessons that provide context for the eerie tales shared at the smoke pit. As we close this episode, the intersection of these narratives, military encounters, and Navajo lore leaves us with more questions than answers, inviting reflection on the unseen forces that may linger in the wild. The Smoke Pit extends heartfelt gratitude to our incredible patrons, whose support keeps these stories alive, as well as to everyone who has purchased merchandise from our website or submitted tale recommendations. We're still working through your emails, so thank you for your patience as we craft each episode with care. To our new viewers, welcome aboard. We're thrilled to have you join this journey into the unknown. Whether you're exploring the deserts of Arizona or the forests of Quantico, stay safe out there and keep an eye on the shadows. Until next time, may you find strength in the mysteries that surround us, and we'll see you in the next chapter of this ongoing saga.